Hey rollers, my name is Mike Kimani. I'm a personal trainer based in Hollywood, and today I'm taking you through a full body foam roll routine that you can perform any time of the day, but I highly recommend after the end of the day, after you've done a workout. This is gonna help you actively recover and help your muscles grow, help your muscles relax as they should. So in addition to this, we're building a stronger fascia, a healthy fascia that's gonna give you a more sustained and a better quality of life in the long run. We're gonna start with some stretching. One thing about foam rolling to be very cautious about is you can hurt yourself. So you wanna make sure what you're doing actually feels good. So we're gonna start with a child's pose here. So just make sure you're following your own routine, you're following what feels good to you, because I'm gonna be going through this routine pretty quick, just to give you an overview on the areas of the body that you should focus on, and an actual flow that you can use from beginning to end, memorize it, and use this for the rest of your life. We're gonna start with some child's pose that's borrowed from the yoga world. You're gonna lay the foam roller horizontally down. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay your forearms, your palms facing each other. And what we're doing is we're stretching out our extensor muscles here, which are located in our forearms. And we're just stretching out and coming back. One thing, make sure you're breathing. You gotta breathe. I see too many people, my clients on social media, that are too tense. You know, we have a lot of tension in this world we live in these days, and it tends to be produced in our muscles and our fascia. So just make sure that you're actually breathing, relaxing the muscle, and that's just gonna help this be more effective for you and enjoyable, truly. All right, so we're just stretching. Take a deep breath in through your nose, breathe out and stretch. Make sure your hips are between your legs, and come on back. You know, a lot of time there's a lot of tension in the forearms, but we wouldn't even know it, you know? So this is a way to address this. If you're having any arm pain, shoulder pain, this is good to do. You can work the forearm, the sides. You know, it is a 360, we are 360, 3D, so we gotta work every area. You know, and then switch arms. Good. And then finish up with a stretch. Take a deep breath in. Allow everything just to drop. Good, so that's how you start this. Now we're gonna do a cat-cow. We wanna stretch our spine. Our spine was made to flex, it was made to be mobile, it was meant to twist. So a lot of the time when we're sitting, we tend to get stuck, the fascia sticks together, and then we get hip pain, back pain, leg pain, all sorts of pain. So we're gonna do a cat-cow here. So in a camel position, we're in a cat position, we're pushing up, pushing against the ground, grounding your back, then lowering down, arching your spine, lifting your head up, and breathing in and pushing against the ground, arching that back, really pushing against the ground, using that gravity to help, you know, really stretch our shoulder and upper back muscles here. Good. After that, let's do the neck. We'll do a little neck roll here. You know, the neck holds our entire head. You know, everyone's head weighs differently. Some people's head actually weigh as much as a bowling ball. So could you imagine all that tension that's been held here, and we never address it. We never really take care of the neck. So this is important here. Don't forget it, don't skip on it, because this might be your favorite stretch here. Okay. So you're gonna lay the foam roller behind your neck, right at the base of your skull, at the occiput. And you know, you can keep your feet down, whichever works better. I like to keep them up myself, feels comfortable. It also protects my lower back here. Take a deep breath in, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna nod like you're saying yes. What you're doing is you've relaxed your head onto the foam roll. You're not trying to hold it up, let the neck drop, and you're just nodding yes. Finding that area of tension that feels good. Oh, you should feel some chills going on, some release happening. And then from there, we're gonna nod, or we're gonna say no. So we're gonna go no. You're gonna feel some sensitive areas right at the side of your neck here. So make sure, if that feels good, go ahead and do some circles on each side. And take your time here. As I said, I'm going through this pretty quick, so you can pause and focus on each area as you need. But make sure you're giving yourself enough time here. Another method you can do is grab your head. I like this position. It's like called the woe is me position. So it's like you're holding your neck. It's like woe is me. And what you're doing is you're holding your neck and you're just twisting around, doing little circles with your nose, leading with your nose. And you're going to the other side, holding your neck down, doing the same thing. Feels so good, releases so much tension through the body. That's the one thing about the body and the fascia, it's all connected. So whether we're working our neck, whether we're working our feet, we're doing the body good. So don't take any muscle for granted. They all work together, it's all connected. We're gonna move now to our upper back. So you're just gonna roll the roller a little lower, down there. Go ahead and interlock your fingers behind your neck to support yourself. And then from here, you have the option of raising your hips up or keeping them down. I like to start with my hips down and just move the roller up and down the back. You never want to do the lower back. I will show you something you can do for the lower back later, but do not roll the lower back. Stay from the mid to the upper back. The lower back is not strong enough to support how much pressure we're applying with this foam roller. And depending on your foam roller, you might have grooves in it. It might be super stiff, or it could be a soft one. It just depends on your roller, which is why you don't want to do the lower back. You can really hurt yourself. So we're just moving the roller up and down, finding that area of tension that feels good. Adjust yourself as need be. Oh yeah, feels good. So what you're gonna do is you're moving the roller up and down. You're doing this overall roll, and you're finding those areas that are tense, that feel like, ooh, I feel a little twitch there or something. You find those areas, and what you do is you're gonna do a contract and relax. So you're gonna contract your upper back, meaning you're squeezing all your muscles together, and then you're relaxing them. And that's just gonna allow you to just really let go of that tension in the upper back, the shoulders, the neck. So you're squeezing, and then you're relaxing, okay? So you do that when you find that area of tension, like right there, found mine. I'm squeezing, and then I'm relaxing. And then you're just gonna do like 1-inch rolls in that particular spot. What we're doing here, and as we do this with the entire body, is imagine the fascia and these knots that you're feeling and these areas of tension are like bubble wraps, little bubbles on this long wrap called the fascia. What we're doing is we want to actually pop them out. We want to release them, get them out of the system, release all that toxicity and energy into the lymphatic system so it can actually be released through the system, which is why you want to drink a lot of water after this. Okay, so now we're gonna go onto the sides. We're gonna do our lats. So support yourself we're on the right side now, support yourself with the right arm. Okay, and what you're doing is you're doing the same thing. We're just moving the roller. Oof, I was doing some workouts the other day, so I definitely feel this in my lats here. Ooh, yeah. So the lats are right at the side here. So you want to angle yourself a little bit. If this is too much pressure, what you can do, go ahead and support yourself with your neck and just twist to the side a little bit. And if you want more pressure, go ahead and lay on that lat and really find that spot that feels good to you. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna move the roller, find that area of tension. Ooh, I located it. Apply some pressure on there. Contract, breathe in, relax, and then roll it out. Get those fascia toxicity bubbles out of here. Ooh, I like to incorporate some movement here. So whether we're doing the legs, the arms, go ahead and twist right here as you're doing each lat. You know, we're increasing our mobility, our flexibility for the shoulders here. So do some rolls here. Oh, I feel it cracking. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's cracking. Oh, but that feels good. It stopped. All right, so those are the lats. So we've done the child's pose, the cat-cow, the neck roll, the upper back, and the lats. From here, we're gonna do what I like to call a thoracic or lower back windshield wiper. So what you're doing here is you're laying your shoulders back on the ground, palms facing the ground. Take a deep breath in, relax, let go of all that tension, don't hold yourself up. And you're gonna act like a windshield wiper. So windshield wipers go like this. So we're gonna drop our legs down to the right. What we're doing is we're stretching out the thoracic spine, just like we did with the cat-cow, except now you might feel some more release in this position. This is one that I like to do every single day, like 5 times a day. The spine just gets so compressed when we're sitting all day that we have to stretch it out, keep it loose, keep it limber. Okay, so you're gonna do those twists. Go ahead and grab the foam roller after that. We're still working the back here, lower back. You're gonna tuck your knees in, and you're gonna extend one leg out. Find that spot that's right at the top of your glutes, okay? You're gonna point your toe out, and then you're gonna dorsiflex up towards the ceiling, towards you. And then other side, you can do that a few times. I'm stretching out the ankle here. Switch sides, point the toe, flex towards you, point the toe, and flex towards you. What I like about that one too, it's great because we're stretching out the iliopsoas through that thoracic twist, through what we're about to do next actually. The iliopsoas muscle is that muscle. It's actually connected from the inside of the hips and the legs, and it wraps all the way around to the lower back. So what happens is, as we're sitting all day, it compresses, and as we're sleeping for hours, it compresses even more, and then that's how we end up with lower back tension or hip issues, because we're not stretching that muscle, and it's just super tight. But that's why we have to stretch it. So these particular workouts, the foam knee tuck is excellent for that. Now we're gonna work on the diaphragm and some breathing work. So you're gonna do all these exercises, of course, on each side. What you do on one side, you do on the other side. That is whether you're working out with weights, resistance bands, foam rolling. It's just the rule of life. What you do on one side, you do on the other. So now we're working our hips and our obliques here with a compression. You're gonna find that area in between your ribs, that rib cage, and your hips. So you're finding that kind of soft area that's in between. You're not gonna be laying on any bones here, not your rib cage. It's that in between area. You're just gonna lay on your side, and you're gonna take a deep breath in, and you're just gonna drop on there. Now it might feel a little tense, it might feel a little tight, it might even feel a little painful or uncomfortable, but it's important that you address this area because this is where the diaphragm is also located. The diaphragm is connected to so many other parts that affect your lower back and hips. So if your breathing is bad, if you're obese, if you're not exercising, you're actually gonna have more lower back issues, more hip issues. So this is a good one right here. So you're just gonna lay down the side, take a deep breath in. We're not rolling here, we're just compressing. Okay, so what you're gonna do now, we've compressed, we've taken our deep breaths in, we relaxed on the roller. You're gonna take a deep breath in, you're gonna squeeze your obliques, and then you're gonna relax them. It's called a contract and relax. So you're squeezing the muscle, and then you're gonna relax it. That allows it to just relax even more, get a little bit more recovery and release. Okay, so you right here, and if you feel it, if it feels good, do a couple inch rolls here. So we're not doing nothing crazy here, because it actually feels a little sore for me here. So it's just about inch rolls, and that's just gonna help our breathing. So do it on the other side as well. Then after that, flip on over for quads. Now, the quads is such a big muscle, as you can see, along with the hamstrings, which is why you want to do these in halves. You don't want to be rolling the entire foam roller on there like this. This is what I see people doing all the time at the gyms. No, none of that. All right, start with one leg at a time. And if that's too much, just go ahead and keep both legs on there. And what we're doing is we're starting at the midline of the quads, right at the middle. So it's right here for me, okay? And then I'm rolling up towards my hips to start, okay? Let's bring that a little closer here. So I'm here, and then I'm rolling out towards my hips. So you start in the middle of the muscle, whatever you're working, and work your way out to the extremities. So whether that's the hips, whether that's the knees, the shoulders, whatever it is, start in the middle, work your way out. Okay? If you want to add a little more pressure, like I said before, go ahead and lift one leg up. That's going to apply pressure on this opposite leg here. And we're doing the same thing. Now I'm going to go from the middle towards my knee. Okay? And then here, go ahead and incorporate some leg movements. So whichever side you're doing, we can stretch out a little bit, stretch the toes. But the key thing here is make sure you're working from the middle to the out. And then you can do an overall roll after that. Good. So the quad we have different sides of the quads. We have we have lateral sides, and then we have the medial side, then we have the inside. The inside of the hip tends to be ignored a lot of the time. So this is a good one to address any pelvis issues, your adductors. If you had a hard leg day workout, you're gonna like this one. Actually, it doesn't even matter. People carry so much tension in the inside of the leg that it doesn't even matter what you've been doing. It's just gonna feel good. So you're gonna lay the foam roller down. Make sure you're supported in a good stance here. And what we're doing is the roller is rolling up towards the pelvis. Woo! Feels good right there. Now, what you're gonna find is you're probably holding yourself up. Take a deep breath. Drop. Take another deep breath. Drop. One more. Drop. Okay? And then roll. Woo! That feels even more intense. Now, what you can do is perform some compressions here. So instead of just rolling, you can actually find a spot that's tense, which is usually right towards the inside of that, going towards the groin, and then just lay there for a second. Contract that leg, and then relax. Oh my gosh, that feels good. So we're doing this on both sides. Don't ignore this one. Oh my gosh, that feels good. Oh yeah, okay. So you're just gonna lay on the side, you're just gonna roll it from the middle of the medial side towards the hip, and then you're gonna start from the middle towards the knee, okay? Now, we're going to the biggest muscle in the body. It's called the glutes. Now the glutes are my favorite. Oh, because it just feels so good. You know, it's the biggest muscle. It holds so much tension. So, you know, you start by sitting on it, both feet on the ground, and we're just doing some light rolls here. Nothing intense, nothing crazy. Okay? And just that in itself feels so good. But now let's apply more tension. So we're gonna roll into the side, support yourself, and you're just gonna roll. The glutes are like pizza-shaped slices. So they're triangular shaped. So you kind of gotta approach them at an angle, and that'll work more for a more intense release. So in addition to the glutes, there's a deeper muscle, deeper than, that's called the periformis. Now that is deep and it's connected to a lot of lateral leg pain or leg issues. And usually that's where the source is, but it's so deep you can't really get it. So in order to address that, the periformis, you're gonna lift the leg that you're stretching on, and that's gonna apply more pressure. It's gonna stretch that muscle even more and allow you to really get through it. Oh, wait, I think I found it. And you'll know when you find it because it's like a deeper pain. You know, you might have to adjust yourself accordingly. My limbs are long, so I have to do what works for me. Oh yeah, and then roll onto the side a little. So there's no specific way to foam roll. Every human body was designed differently. So whatever feels good to you, do that. You might be in some weird position. Like this might be better for you right here, you know? What you don't want to do is roll all the way up and roll the side of your leg, because that is dangerous, okay? Good, and then you can lower down towards the bottom of the glutes as well, right? Starting at the hamstrings here. All right, so what we're starting to address now are the hamstrings. We've done the glutes, we've done the periformis. Now we're gonna work the hamstrings. So, in order to do that, just like we did before, the hamstrings are a long muscle, just like the quads. So we're gonna start at the midline. I've been doing this for a long time, for like 10 years, so I need more pressure. So what I like to do is cross my feet over. I'm starting at the middle, and I'm rolling out towards my glutes. So I did the top of my glutes, I did the bottom of my glutes. Now I'm working my way naturally down the leg. Good, and just roll. You find that area of tension. You're rolling in the inside, you're rolling in the middle, and you're rolling on the outside. Oh yeah. So you work both halves, start at the middle again, and work your way down towards the knee. You know, if you want to sit taller, if you want better posture, this is going to help you so much here. A lot of tension tends to be held in the hamstrings, and they're never really rolled. They're stretched, but you never really get all that toxicity and energy out of the hamstrings. So this is perfect for that. Oh yeah. So after you've done the hamstrings, now we're gonna move down the leg and we're gonna go to the calves. So just like we did before, the calves are made up of two muscles. They're made up of the soleus and they're made up of the gastrocnemius. So we gotta address them accordingly. Two muscles, roll them separately, right? So we start at the middle. All right, support yourself here. You're just gonna roll towards that knee. Breathing. Roll on the outside. Oh, that feels good right there. You know, roll on the outside, roll on the inside, then roll in the inside right there. All right, inside, middle, outside. So you can do that on both sides. And then you're gonna roll down back to the middle, and we're gonna go down towards the leg now. We're starting to address more of the ankle now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. So my runners, this one's for you. My hikers, if you're sitting all day, standing all day actually, this one's for you right here. It's gonna help with so much release and tension that's going on there that you probably don't even know about. So don't skip out on the calves. You know, it might feel weird, it might feel different, but trust me, it's worth it. All right, so we've done the top of the calves, we've done the bottom of the calves. Now we're gonna stand on up. You might lose me in this camera frame, but that's okay. I just want you to make sure you get this stretch. You wanna stretch the ankles here. So you wanna place your heel down on the ground first, toes at the top. And what you wanna do is breathe in and just lower yourself down here. Just drop everything. Oh, I feel that tension right in here. Do you? All right, come on down. Now let's apply a little more pressure. Grab your thighs right here and just push down. You want to stretch even more, really push down through the heels. To really activate that. Breathe in, lower down. Last time. Oh yeah, so good, so good, so good. That addresses the Achilles tendon, the calves, the ankles. Don't skip out on the calves and ankles. If you want to get better at your squats, get better at lifting, focus on them ankles. All right, so now we're gonna do the bottom of the feet. Now for you at home who have any plantar fasciitis going on, any bottom of the feet pain, this is what you're gonna love here. So what we're gonna start is with some contract and relax here. So you're gonna start in the middle of the foot. What you're gonna do is you're gonna squeeze. Oh, I felt that. And you're gonna relax. So what you're doing is you're squeezing those toes, trying to wrap them around that foam roller, and relax. Last time, squeeze, and relax. Do that as many times as you feel it feels good. Around 3 to 5 times is good. Then from there, I want you to apply some pressure on that roller, right at the middle of the foot. We're addressing that plantar fascia right now, and then back off. Go back into it, then back off. Last time, apply that pressure, and back off. Now from there, you're gonna roll to the top of the foot, and then you're gonna roll towards the heel. And what you're doing here is we're just stretching it out. You know, if you want a little bit more pressure, I seriously highly recommend a trigger point ball or a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, whatever kind of ball you have at home. It's just gonna get into those more specific points of stress and toxicity that's being held in the body. You know, I love working reflexology. Like there's just so many pinpoints in there that really address the entire body. So do not skip out on your feet. This might actually be your favorite one here. So just roll from the heel all the way to the top of the foot. You're gonna roll now. We're gonna get into the arch. Get into that arch. And then we're gonna roll on the outside. And you're doing what feels good here. Yeah, so that's the bottom of the feet. So we have worked the entire body, the entire kinetic chain. We started with some stretching. We worked our way from our neck all the way down to the bottom of our feet. That is a full body foam roll. Do not skip out on your recovery time. It is the most important thing you can do before even working out. Stretch, recover. This thing right here, this foam roller has saved my life so many times. I've been rolling for about 10 years and I kind of testify to how amazing things it'll do for your body and give you so much longevity and quality of life and save you money. I've gone through surgeries and different things that this has prevented. So get your foam roller, get a trigger point ball, get a massage gun, whatever it is, just recover.